Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of The Hard Choice, Simple Steps for Showing Up. My name is Brad Draper. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for those that have shared this podcast. It is the only way this little show, this little engine that could, had to plug that in there, could grow. If you didn't listen to that episode of I Think I Can, that's where that came from, the little engine that could. Such good things happening. So many good things on horizon. So many momentum building occasions that have happened. It is cool to see what can happen in one day. I want you to think about this in your life. In one day, everything can change. One conversation, one experience, one person can change everything. And it's cool to see the hand of God moving, manipulating, addressing things in my life. So I want to publicly thank him for that. And with that, on to this episode, on to this series. I went to the gym the other day for the second time that day. I had leg day that day. And my wife afterwards, after I got home, she said, "Hey, do you want to come to the gym with me?" So naturally I said yes, duh. And I went for a second time that day, and I saw a person there that I'm slowly becoming friends with. We just happened to run into each other at the gym. I didn't even know he went to that gym, the one my wife goes to. And he pointed out that I'm typically in a purple shirt, which I happen to be in this recording, and I have my purple necklace on, and I have my purple bracelet, a purple thumbnail, and my gym shoes are actually purple. And he introduced me to his friend and said, "See, on brand. He's always on brand." And the one thing that he kind of missed, sure, my brand color is purple. I always have purple on me because my bracelet is tied on and my thumbnail is always purple. I'm not always wearing purple clothes, though. That's going to change in the future. You'll see that for those that see me on a regular basis. But my beard, how it's trimmed, I trim it every day. My hair, I trim it every day. My clothing styles, I wear the same brands on purpose. I do the same thing every time because I do it with intention. I am a logo. How you look is a logo. Are you fit or are you not fit? I am fit on purpose. That is a logo. I am a brand. Everything that you are, everything that you show, everything that people see or don't see is a brand. It's what you tell the world about yourself. It's how you appear, both on the outside and the inside. How you treat others, how you converse. I have been told more times than I can count how I enunciate things, how I'm very clear in my delivery on words. I practice extensively to do that. It's not by happenstance. I train all the time. As I've said in other episodes, this podcast is me training my mouth. It is my tongue training. I read, who writes Cat in the Hat? Dang it. That author. I read Cat in the Hat. I read other books to train my tongue. Things that are tongue twisters. I do that purposely. The thing I want to talk about today is being you on purpose. I got a book in the mail. It's actually Dr. Phil's new book. Not sponsored by Dr. Phil, but go read it or listen to it. It's called We Have a Problem, or We Have Problems. And it's about what's going on in America and what you can do about it. It's a phenomenal book. I have a whole new level of respect for Dr. Phil. Oh my goodness. And one paragraph that pointed out, or that stuck out to me, was be you on purpose. How many people actually do that? The things you do on purpose. In fact, I have a ring on my right hand. I have the same ring on my left hand. It's an Oura ring. And it's been pointed out by several people. Do you have 2 Oura rings on right now? Why do you have 2 Oura rings? For those that don't know what an Oura ring is, it is a body metric tracker. It tracks my heart rate. It tracks my blood pressure, and it tracks my HRV and my blood oxygen and my body temperature. So many things. It tracks my caloric burn. One on my left finger or my left hand, that one's on. It's powered on. It's connected to my phone. My right hand, it's not. The right hand, the battery died, but I like the ring. And I'm training my hand to have a ring there because there's a specific ring that I want to buy in the future. So I'm training my hand to be prepared for when that ring comes because I work out with my rings. So I'm training the calluses and retraining my grip with a ring there. And somebody pointed that out. They said, "You do everything on purpose, don't you?" Well, I try. I do my best to do everything on purpose. I orient my feet because I have flat feet. I walk on purpose. I readjust my posture all the time on purpose because there's intention behind that. The way I dress, the way I'm wearing my shoes, it's all done with a purpose because it is all a logo. It is all a brand. How the world views me matters. How much intention, how much purpose, how much thought, how much energy are you putting into what the world sees? And those things you may or may not like, for those things you don't like, how much energy are you putting into changing? My mouth right now. Got something in my mouth. I got a beard hair in there. That's what's going on. Gross, right? I had a squirrel moment. If you have something like you're not fit enough, how much are you willing to change to make that change? How much energy are you putting into the change? If you don't like the way you're dressed, how much are you changing that? If you don't like the way you're groomed, how much are you changing that? If you don't like your teeth, how much are you changing that? I whiten my teeth every month. Why? Because I think a white smile is important. I think a firm hand grip when you shake somebody's hand is important. I think having curated nails is important. I think these things matter. Therefore, I do something about them. I am me on purpose. And the things that I don't like, I do the best that I can to change them. The things that I do like, I try to bolster them. And it matters what I like. Are you proud of you? That was from the previous episode. How much do you care about you? It's not what others think about you. It's what you think about you. Are you proud of you? Are you excited for you? Are you cheering on for you? Because let's be honest, the path you're on, there is a slow clap. And it's often one person. That person is you. And you're going to clap for yourself for a really long time. By yourself. If you have a baller spouse like I do, sometimes they're going to help you clap too. In fact, a lot of times she's clapping my hands for me. Helping me move along. But you must be you on purpose. Otherwise, the weeds will get in. Similar to a garden, you must constantly curate your garden. Constantly pull weeds from your garden. If you don't go and pull weeds from your garden, weeds will naturally grow and they will infest your garden. You will no longer have a garden. It is amazing what happens if you stop paying attention. But if you pay attention, it's amazing how far you will go just by the intention you have with your attention. Kind of a little bit of a tongue twister there, right? How much intention do you have with your attention? And how much attention do you have with your intention? Both directions. Being you on purpose. It matters. What people think of you, in some regard, matter. You do need people to like you. I'm not going to say everybody's going to like you. In fact, if everybody likes you, that probably means you're average. If you're above average, people are going to like you. Some people won't like you, and that's okay. But what people think of you, that's what really matters. The other day I was on the treadmill. It was 5:30 in the morning, and one of my neighbors walked in. And I noticed that he came in, did some leg extensions, and did some weird yoga stretches that probably aren't efficient. He was trying. He was doing his best. And then he walked up to me as he was leaving and said, I want to interrupt your book reading, because I was reading my book while on the treadmill. It was one of my active recovery days. So I walked for 40 minutes on a treadmill. It's inclined. And I read my book. He said, I want you to keep walking on the treadmill, but I want to interrupt your reading. He said, I want to tell you that you inspire me. Your energy, your leadership, the way you carry yourself, your spirituality, all the things that you are inspire me. And every time I see you, I want to become better. That was fairly humbling. And I simply told him, thank you. I receive the gift you just gave me. I receive your compliment. Thank you. And I've pondered a lot about those statements that he said and how, one, humbling it was, how cool it was. And then I've really thought about, what did I do that allowed this? What have I done to justify him saying all these things? I don't know. I don't know what I did that stuck out to his mind that causes him to be inspired. Is it my physical physique? Is it the way I carry myself? Is it the way I think about myself? I don't know. It's probably a lot of things stacked together, all of which were done with intention, all of which were done on purpose. This is a person I go to church with. I happen to be somebody that walks around the congregation during church to count the number of people in the audience, so we can get kind of a number of how many are in the audience. Is it going up or is it going down? Just another metric, but I'm the person that counts that. I'm the clerk over that. And so as I walk around, maybe it's that. I don't know. But what I do know is that I do as much as I can with intention, on purpose. And I want you to really think about this topic. What do you do on purpose? And what do you do just naturally? You just let your unconscious mind go. And you just do what you do because that's you. I'm here to tell you, if you want to get to where you're going, you can't just do what you do because that's you. You must do much more. And I may incline everything on purpose with intention. How you dress, how you walk, how you eat, what you drink, how you speak, what words you use, they matter. That is what I have for you. I'm grateful for you. I know that as you put this action into action and you take steps to becoming you on purpose, you will see subtle but impactful changes. You will start getting comments. Some of them will say, you've changed for the better. Some people will say, you've changed, and they'll leave it at that. I've received both. And for those people that told me you changed in a negative connotation, well, I'm on a different path than you. And I kind of left them where that conversation left. Back on the road of my life, helping me to become the person I'm becoming. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. Leave me a comment. Leave me a review. Apple, Spotify. You can find me on socials, Mr. Brad Draper. Like this thing, subscribe to it, download it for future listening. So until next week, I love you guys. Bye.